not sure what we're doing here. They won't let me change the stream orientation. All right, we're gonna have to fix this. Hang on.
Speed check reported ahead on I-45 South.
Nope, that ain't gonna work. Okay, Connor, you're gonna have to lean over a little bit.
Yeah, that's safe.
I'll show you guys Connor. There's Connor. Say hi, Connor.
Hi, Conor.
All right, we had it set up so we could do a vertical or a horizontal live stream, and because we scheduled it, evidently it didn't work. Obviously, we don't do a lot of live streams from our phone. This is new, so thank you guys for joining us. You know, we are on our way to Houston, and it's a long trip. We've still got another 2.5 hours left, so we thought we'd just check in with you guys on the road. We don't have anything prepared for tonight, but just moving this over here. We don't have anything prepared for tonight, but we can talk about anything you guys want to talk about, and you know, help me keep Connor awake.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah. He's looking for something. He's got his.
Keep your eyes on the road, Conor, they say.
Oh, he's been texting and driving the whole time.
We're not supposed to talk about that.
We're not supposed to talk about that. Don't do as he does. Do as he
As I say,
says.
not as I do.
We're waiting for Buc-ee's. We're about 90 miles from Buc-ee's. We're gonna have dinner. We're gonna have dinner at Buc-ee's tonight. Food. What's the chat saying, Lorena? She's in the back. She's got her grenadine on. I'm wearing my new 1000X Natural. We just got this done Monday. I know we talked about it may take several trips to the factory to get it done. No, they put all hands on deck and they made this thing in like 5 hours. So
They walked that sucker through start to finish.
yeah, so the video is in editing. I've already started some of it. Sorry, I've already started some of it. We've got the first 15 minutes done, 15 or 16 minutes, something like that done. I sent it to members only. You guys got a sneak peek at that, so if you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. We are traveling the next 3 days, so I won't have a chance to edit anything until we get back on Thursday.
Oh, you didn't bring your computer.
I did. I brought a laptop, but my laptop is not. It's not
Up to
kind
par.
of. Yeah, it's not. It's not built for. Yeah.
So they like my shirt. You guys can buy it.
Yes. So this is our Rodeo back T-shirt. It's getting made in Bowie, Texas now. So
Thanks, Mom.
thanks. Thanks to Connor's mom. This is our first sample of it. Conor was supposed to be wearing it, but we've never had the opportunity to show the back of it. If you guys want to check it out on the website, cowboycartelgroup.com/store. It's the Rodeo back T-shirt. It's going to come in many different colors.
Do a full twist back there so everybody can see it.
I'm not going to be able to see it. What was I talking about before the T-shirt distraction?
Computer.
We have a question.
Yeah, computer.
We have questions.
For your
Yes.
question, it will take a few days for them to make the 1000X.
No, the only thing I wanted out of this hat was that it was done right, which I knew they were going to do it right, because they always take care in doing a hat. I just didn't think it would get pushed through in the way it did, and I didn't know if we would be able to set up for the shots, but Lorena she took the 4K camera and she had it on a stick and was following me around, and I took a GoPro, so we have a couple different angles of that.
Maybe we should preface that by saying that not not every hat is made that way.
No.
Typically,
No.
it takes a long time to get it and do it right.
Every hat has about 40 man hours in production.
Exactly. So when you're doing a rack of 12, multiply that by 40.
Right. So yeah,
That's why production takes
obviously
as long as it does. This
obviously
is
they
different.
can't get these out like that every day.
Can you imagine if you saw the red and blues behind them? LOL.
We've been passing them.
No cops around, so we're good.
Also,
Yes.
if it sounds rough, we do apologize because my truck has mud tires on it and an exhaust. So preface that as well.
Is it loud, guys? Can you guys hear it? I mean, iPhones are pretty good. They do a
Noise
pretty good
isolation.
job of isolating noise, and I'm sure
Just in case.
YouTube has kind of something in play for that.
Sounds pretty good, they say.
Great. So yeah, obviously, we don't do iPhone stuff very often, but we might start doing some more of this. What do you got, Connor? Anything?
Well, we
Put
talked
Connor
about,
on for a while.
We talked about doing it last time for the last school, but we were in two separate vehicles because I was pulling a 40-foot trailer. They were playing tag along in the car, so obviously we can't do a live. They could have done one and just left me out of it, but I guess they didn't. I don't know. Y'all might have. I don't know.
No, we didn't do a live.
But this time we're all traveling together, so that
So
makes this possible. This was my idea.
This is Connor's idea. He likes to let everybody know when he's got a good idea.
Well, I don't have them very often. I do sometimes provide good input. Not very often, but sometimes I do.
So we did bring a GoPro, and it's dark right now, obviously, since we're trying to get there for Monday morning. I don't know if it's going to be daylight when we head back, but we brought a GoPro. Maybe we'll throw that up and do some video on the way back. There's some red and blue lights coming up, so maybe they'll be watching for Connor, who's on his phone at the moment.
I was reading a message and it said to turn on voice isolation on your phone.
Yeah, how do I do that?
I don't know. I'm just reading the text.
We'll get it figured out for next time. We didn't. This
Actually.
was a last minute thing where we don't hit the cop.
I'm not gonna hit the cop. I'm moving over. Slow it down. Moving over.
Question.
You guys will see red and blue lights. There they are. Yes, you have a question.
What's the material of most liners in felt hats?
The liners.
Satin. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it's just satin.
Satin silks.
I mean, there's a potential that it's silk on maybe some of the higher end, maybe custom hats. I don't know. Somebody could be using silk. Usually they're just satin. So,
You want something relatively resistant and durable.
it's pretty slick. I don't know. That feels like satin though.
Can't feel it on my head. I'm not bald yet.
Yeah. Not bold yet. Good thing to know, Connor. You've got about 4 years to find out. If you're not bald by 30, chances of you losing your hair as an adult are almost zero.
That being said,
Almost zero.
before my dad passed away, he had a full head of hair. My granddad, on the other hand, not so much. So, depending on which side that comes from, it's either really good or really bad.
Put Connor back on.
What?
Let's put Connor back on. I really wish there was a way to do both of us. That's why we had it set up for this. And then when we went live, it said no, we couldn't do it. So anyway,
I mean, we could have. Everything would just be funky looking for everybody else.
yeah.
I mean,
Anyway, so Connor's wearing his 1000X black for the school. There you go. We're out here representing this week.
always. Wait a second,
So-
how I wear, obviously.
Interesting story. I'm not used to riding in the passenger seat.
No. You're also not used to doing anything below the speed limit.
Well, the good thing is, since I'm over here, I've been working on, kind of the Instagram and TikTok and all
He's been working.
the videos. I have been working from the road and try to get some stuff out. But we're limited on what we can do. What do you got back there, Blood? Any questions? I see some comments popping up. I can't tell a difference.
I can, but maybe that's just me because I can tell a significant difference in when I wear my 40X, which has the
Tell them what the
lambskin.
question is. Maybe they can't hear me.
The question was, can we tell a difference, or do we like the 2-inch leather that comes in the higher X Americans versus the regular 1.5 I think is what it is, or 1.75 in the quote-unquote lower quality hats?
The only thing I can tell a difference in is the difference between regular leather and lambskin.
Lambskin wins by far.
I don't think I have any hats without straws. I've got some straws that have the regular leather, but
My 7X has regular, my 15 has regular, my 15X dark belly, and then my 20X has the antique leather.
Hazard reported ahead on
When-
45 south and half a mile. You're still on the fastest
okay,
route.
thanks.
Sorry.
When I order straws, if I remember, I will order them with the lambskin because I prefer it. It's a softer sweatband. But as far as difference in thickness go, I don't notice it all ever.
Maybe it's all in my head, but I feel like I can tell the difference when I wear my 40 versus this one.
It has to be in your head.
No, I want to see
I mean,
my
it would be in my
head.
head because it's up here. The leather is on my head.
This is a hard one too. Oops, positive times fell off coming up here.
Oops. It's not like we don't have more of those.
Yeah, we got some of these. If I can put it on. Nope, it's gone.
Lost to the abyss. The hit forward.
It's lost to the abyss. She does have a pretty cool special edition Cowboy Cartel patch, which is a gold metal flake or gold. Yeah.
How are these
There's her
bolsters?
hat. We did a video with Danny Adams on this hat. We call it her Carmen San Diego hat. You can have it back. But I like that hat. I think it's a great hat. We've seen a lot of them recently, and we're going to be doing kind of a video on that hat. Maybe we'll kind of display it, do a single video on it. It's just been really busy trying to get ready for this class.
It's always great. Well, I say it's always. This is only the same one we've done.
Yeah.
It always is a little hectic leading up to it, trying to
Right.
get everything in order, go through
Right.
everything that we have, everything we need, make sure we're not forgetting anything, just wrapping up details.
Right. So
Michael, look at that.
the next one we will be doing in Fort Worth, and we might just start doing them all in Fort Worth. People seem to be flying in for the classes anyway, so might as well fly into Fort Worth, and we don't have to travel. Yes, you had a question.
Michael, look at that. Says late to the show tonight. Why are we in the truck?
Michael, we are.
We lost the studio.
We lost the studio. It felt like we had a. If you guys are part of the, if you're part of our members, we had a members only live stream last week, and we told you guys that we did have a leak in the studio, but that's not why we're in the car. We're actually going to Houston. We have a hat shaping school starting tomorrow. It's a 3-day hat shaping school in Houston. We intend to stop in at the hat store in Houston while we're here. I don't know when that's going to be. I'm going to text Dylan probably tomorrow and see how late they're open. You know, what might be a good day for us to come by. What are you laughing at?
I'm getting multiple texts from multiple people. That's what's been lighting up right here. It's been multiple people saying,
Connor,
pull the screen down and
They say your truck's
Pull the
loud.
screen
They
down?
don't know what kind
yes,
of truck
in
it
the
is.
corner. In the corner, right up here. Oh, you have the update. I
Connor,
believe it's gonna
drive,
be.
please.
It's gonna be right in there. And one of them, you should click mic mode. It should say voice isolation.
I'm not worried about it. I don't care.
Apparently they are. What was the question, Lorena?
What kind of truck you have? Because it's loud.
It is a 2019 3/4 ton Dodge.
There, I think it's fine. It's fine. This is an impromptu stream. It's just you guys are used to seeing us on a Sunday night. We wanted to give you at least something.
Don't worry, it's making his eye twitch that he doesn't have all of his cameras, his mics, and all of his equipment here. It's bugging him, and that's what's making me very happy right now.
Piss off,
Asking if
Connor.
we're giving out a hat tonight.
We are not giving out a hat tonight, but did you see my post? We have a 100x gift certificate for from American, and then Joby's giving away the 200x. We are going to talk about those in detail next Sunday. We won't be giving it away next Sunday, but we will tell you everything that we are going to be doing in order to give that hat away. So all of the details for that coming next Sunday. Interesting side note, I think we talked about this on our members only live stream. Next Sunday, do we break the news that next Sunday is our last in that studio? I guess we just did.
Do it.
Huh?
Do it.
Got a question?
Yeah, so next Sunday will be our last
Live stream
in the studio we've been in. We're updating the studios, and we're going to a much nicer, brighter, more well-lit studio. It's going to be a complete overhaul. You guys are going to get to see that
Hoping for the best.
probably pretty soon, around the first of the month. You guys are going to get to see something, and we're expecting great things from that. So we're excited. What do you got back there, Dana? You have a question?
How can we get some Cowboy Cartel merchandise? Manny Castro asked.
So in the chat, just type !store, and it'll send you a link to the store. CowboyCartelGroup.com/store.
Yes.
Is all of our merch, and
You should
we
have
really
links to
appreciate
all
you
that
guys.
as well too. There should be links to all of that as well on the pages, whether it's the YouTube page,
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook.
Yeah, we've got links to everything everywhere. I'm trying to think here. Can you guys see this? Scan that.
my business card. Nice.
Yeah, Connor's business cards. He always brings them for the store. You want to call him? There you go.
They're always in the truck. They're right there in front of you.
Yeah.
They're right there.
But yeah, so
How do you become a member?
so you should be subscribed to the channel already. There should be a join button when you go to. Two ways to do it. Go to our YouTube page. Should be a little box down there that says subscribe, join, and that'll give you access to the levels. Otherwise, you can go to CowboyCartelGroup.com/school, and there's a direct link down there. There actually might be a direct link in the details of this stream. So if you click the little arrow that brings the details down, there should be a direct link right in here.
How fast would this live get taken down if I started playing music?
It wouldn't get taken down, but I would get a notification later tonight
That'd be
or first
funny.
thing in the morning that our stream is demonetized.
They like the shirt. Again, head on to our website.
Cool. We might have to start wearing some of those. We got to get more of the shirts out there. We've not spent a lot of time doing those. Do we have one of the hats here? Where's the hat?
I don't think we have any of those caps here.
Hello, Dana.
Huh?
Where's the caps?
The caps?
Did you bring a cap?
I don't believe so.
Yeah.
We forgot a cap.
We do have other caps though. We can show them.
Oh, give me Connor's caps.
My caps. My caps. Don't judge me.
Wait.
Okay, we got some caps.
See here, right here?
What?
Yeah. I'm trapped with a seatbelt.
Okay,
Safety.
she doesn't know how to use a seatbelt. It's okay.
Oh my God! What?
They don't have those in Mexico.
So check that out. It's got the Cowboy Cartel. It's got the Cowboy Cartel logo on it. A nice lady who watches this stream saw that Conor likes tractors, and she and her husband made Conor some tractor caps, and she put the Cowboy Cartel logo on them. So those are pretty cool. We do have some new hats, new caps that we just launched a couple weeks ago. Those are on our website. Those are pretty cool. We've never shown them on. Here you go, load it. We've never showed them on the stream. Would you stop looking at your phone?
It keeps vibrating and it's distracting me.
Who is it? Is it Mitchell?
No, it's not.
Okay.
It's not Mitchell this
What
time.
else you got, Lorena?
They're telling me to leave her alone.
Leave who alone?
Your wife.
What'd she do?
Because she was struggling with a seatbelt and I said they don't have those in Mexico. So the next text I got was all caps said, leave her be.
Yeah, there you go. Conor is a joy to work with.
I like making jokes and everybody knows they're jokes. No one takes them seriously, hopefully.
What are your words of wisdom today, Conor?
Depends what you're talking about, I guess.
Hey, so obviously we don't have the background up, you don't see the Joby's Hats and American Hat Company, but I want to take a minute to thank American Hats and Joby's Hats for all that they do for us. They're the biggest supporters of the channel, and we really appreciate them. If you need a hat, make it an American hat. If you need it shaped, call Joby's Hats.
Absolutely. I won't be there this week, though. I'll be there. Well, I'll be back Thursday morning.
There you go.
I'll be back Thursday, Friday, and then weekend and all that. Obviously, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm not going to be there for obvious reasons.
Right. And so we were talking about the 200X from Joby's and the 100X from American. And then we got off on a tangent somehow.
As we normally do.
As we normally do. You know, this is a mess. We don't have a script, so we don't even know what's going on. But the 200X is coming from Joby's, the 100X coming from American. We appreciate them and that. So stick around for that. That'll be coming real soon. What do you got back there, Lorena? I wanna know.
Ezra Williams.
Yes.
Says he was at the factory a day after we were there.
Oh, yeah.
Hopes to meet us in time.
And he was at the store, too.
Oh, you got to see Conor then?
Yeah. We talked for a little while at the store. He came in. He got a picture with me and everything.
He says come to an arrest in Decatur.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh yes, you are. I know who you are. Sorry, I
remember the beard.
yeah, we saw you on the American Hat Company Facebook group. So you just came in from Carolinas, right? I believe.
I believe so, yes.
And we stop in at NRS all the time. We were gonna stop in NRS on the way back from the factory, but we were exhausted. We got up early, went there, shot all day, then we went and had lunch, and then we came back, and I was tired after lunch. We had spicy Mexico. If you know, you know. In Bowie, Texas, there's like one Mexican restaurant. Now there's two.
There's 3 or 4.
There's 3 or 4 now. It used to be there was only one that had good Mexican food. It was spicy Mexico. Lost. Okay, there we go. The video is going to be out as soon as I can get it out.
Tell me again how good.
Shut up, Conor.
Maybe
I'm
we should make
in
that
the
a
middle of talking, Conor.
Maybe that should be
Cállate. Tu pinche boca.
I can't.
Grosero.
What's he?
So the video, as soon as I can get it out. Look, we had some issues with a water leak last week. Internet issues. We had to go to Joby. We had to go to Joby's. We talked with Joby. We're going to be doing some more stuff at Joby's store on the weekends. There, we're back.
See, they can't hear any of that.
But I didn't. Sorry, guys. You know, we're on the road. It is what it is. The video. I'm going to try to get this out so you guys can hear it. The video. I'm going to try to get this out so you guys can hear it before we lose the signal completely. The video's coming. We've had a lot going on. We've got a lot more going on. We're moving studios this week. I'm still going to try to get it out as fast as possible. Like I said, we got 15 minutes of it done. All the editing is done. For that, I uploaded it to members only, so if you are a member, go check it out. But I got to finish the entire video, and got to sit down and kind of show some of it. It might be a 2-part video anyway. We'll see, because we want to do an overview of the hat and maybe my experience wearing the hat. I've worn it every day this week, even when it was 95 degrees on Friday, 97 degrees on Friday, and I love it. It's a great hat. I'm going to continue to wear it unless it gets up over 100 degrees before the end of the year, before it gets cold anyway. But yeah, it's coming, and I'm going to get it out to you as soon as I can. But you guys are going to be, I mean, just wait. The new studio is coming, and it's going to be pretty fantastic, I hope.
Hey, Evelyn says stop at Buc-ee's.
We are stopping at Buc-ee's, Evelyn.
That's actually where we're headed.
We're about probably 75 miles from Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
Are you okay over there, Conor?
My back hurts. It's a great truck, but it's not the smoothest truck in the world.
Put Conor on again.
We're not going to show what
Put Conor on for a minute here.
How much does it bug you not being able to just hit a button and transfer cameras?
That doesn't bug me. I had it set up earlier so it could see both of us, and that got screwed up. So this changing around doesn't bother me. It is what it is. It's on the phone. We're headed to Buc-ee's. We're going to eat dinner at Buc-ee's. You guys want to see some Buc-ee's video? Maybe we'll take some video at Buc-ee's and put it on Instagram.
Be like every other tourist ever.
Yes, that's right. We'll call it what do they call them?
Busey's.
Busey's. It's our first time at Busey's. Cringe. I can see the cringe from here.
Yes.
First time in what?
Buc-ee's. Busey's. Yeah, that's an old TikTok.
I really think.
If you guys don't know, it's an old TikTok where some lady took her family to Buc-ee's for the first time and called it Busey's, and then got all kinds of hate on the internet.
I really think that you keep telling me to come up with like a shirt idea. I really think the "Shut Up, Conor."
Hey.
Shut up, Conor.
I really think that I would wear it.
Joe
Funny.
Morales says dance monkey dance, but right now it's drive monkey drive.
Drive, monkey, drive. Hey, we're gonna make him the trunk monkey here in a minute.
You know what that is?
I know what a trunk monkey is.
Thank
It's
God.
older than you are, brother.
Shut up!
I
I love Trunk Monkey. I used to love those. I used to wait for the new ones to come out all the time.
This is what happens. You get Conor on a tangent.
It's my tism.
and
Shut
he
up.
just goes, man.
At least I have something to focus on.
But anyway, we're working on some Conor merch. We're working on some Conor merch. I told him he needs to come up with some ideas.
And I'm not good at that.
I will make them.
I'm more autistic than artistic, so
Just come up with an idea, and then I will do the design, and you get to approve it, and then we'll start selling some Conor merch. But I like Dance Monkey Dance. I like I Hate It Here. I like
Shut up, Conor.
hashtag Free Conor. Hashtag Shut Up Conor.
yeah, that one. That you say that a lot, which
Do I?
well, no, you started saying it more, which means I'm doing the right thing because I'm making you twitch. It's great.
Shut up, Conor.
See, it's perfect.
We got a loves. Yeah, so we're going to Buc-ee's. You can never go to Buc-ee's without spending at least $50. I don't know what it
They
is.
want to know which Buc-ee's we're going to.
One in Houston, so
No,
on 45.
not in
It's
Houston.
on the way to Houston on 45.
What is it in Madisonville? I think it's Madisonville.
Madisonville.
They say
There
a
you go.
Conor bobblehead doll,
Conor bobblehead.
quality snob shirt,
Quality snob shirt. Okay.
a monkey patch.
Are you writing all this down?
She should be, because some of these are genius.
They are.
I'm
They are.
gonna take a screenshot. Those are great ideas.
That'd be awesome to have.
That's cool, guys. We really appreciate it. If you have ideas, if you have some cool ideas like that, let us know, and we'll take a look at them. Send us an
make
email,
something
info@cowboycartelgroup.com. You know what's really bugging me, Conor? This screen looks a little hazy. I hate when I watch.
Wipe your camera though.
I know, but I don't have anything to wipe it with.
Under that seat, there's a
me that
buttload
rag
of
right there.
microfibers.
Lorena.
Hang on.
Okay.
There's a
We're
buttload of
gonna fix this,
microfibers.
guys.
Destiny?
Microfiber rag right there.
Under the seat, there's a
Grab it. My
bag
biggest
of
pet peeve is just grab that orange thing right there, hand it to me.
Oh, is that what? There's like, well, I don't know how many colors there are actually. Never mind.
Okay. So my biggest pet peeve is when I'm watching a video and somebody didn't clean their camera first,
Yes.
which I have been known to do, and clearly I did it this time too. So I'm gonna clean this real quick.
Hashtag
There you go. That's better.
quality image.
Not really.
Yeah, quality image, yeah.
Quality
So,
image snob.
It could be just the glare off of these lights.
Could be.
But so yeah, we're working on Conor merch, and that's coming. We're gonna get with Conor's mom. She's gonna do some stuff for us.
We'll see who would actually want to wear something with my face on it. I really don't think that number is as
Maybe
high as I
we'll-
would like to think it is.
Hey, maybe we will cartoon Conor at so
Tangent.
Connor wants a cartoon. All right, we're gonna put Conor back
You
on
said
the list.
well, it made me think. A cartoon like a caricature of me.
Yes.
I kind of want to do that just for personal reasons. I have a T-shirt at home, a red T-shirt,
Yeah.
from one of the radio stations my dad used to work at, 105.3 Young Country, before
Uh-huh.
it was 105.3 The Fan.
I think we should do a cartoon of both of us sitting at the desk.
On the back of the shirt, it says "Late Night with Cody McCoy" because that was his radio name was Cody McCoy.
Right.
He was the late night DJ, and he has a character drawing of him on the back of that shirt, and it's one of his old shirts, and I still wear it. I love that thing. That would be so cool. Full circle moment. Just sorry, tism.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So
No one else would care. That'd be me. I would have it. I would have it, and I would wear it.
So maybe we'll do a caricature of Conor, and maybe one of both of us.
Okay. Andrew Williamson.
know people do it all the time. I do it all the time at the store.
Screenshot that.
Screenshot, yes.
All right, so we'll think about that.
That one eye crossed and just looked straight to me.
Yeah, we're gonna cut down on the travel here soon, and like I said, we're gonna start doing these classes in Fort Worth since everybody's flying in anyway. We might as well be home and comfortable.
We have a gentleman that's actually interested in class, and he's from Brazil, correct?
Yes, we got a guy who wants to come in from Brazil. He wants to come in on dates that we're not doing it, so we need to look at more Saturday, Sunday dates. We're looking at some private lessons too, where we can do one-on-one. A one-on-one, we could do it a lot shorter, so we can kind of maybe do 2 days for private lessons, and we might be able to get it shorter than that. I don't know. You don't have a factory tour to do. If you get in there and really hit it hard for one day, 8 to 9 hours, something like that. I don't know. I'm just trying to get it as quick as possible for somebody who wants to travel. But we're looking at like 2 days that we could probably do it in, and so a lot more stuff is coming with the school. We'll let you guys know when that happens. But our goal is to absolutely help every Western store in the United States as best we can. That's why we have the online hat shaping school. That's why we have the in-person hat shaping school. We just have to make it make sense for us, and that's what we're trying to do. We've seen some recent hats. There's a TikTok we have that will be edited. I'm going to try to edit that on my phone. If you guys saw, we were live at Joby's last week on TikTok. We had a gentleman from Florida ship us a hat. Conor shaped it up, and it's going back out tomorrow. So we're looking at doing some more stuff like that. There's some really cool stuff coming to the website, so just hang out. We're gonna get it to you. Looks like a cop over there, Conor.
A bling bling shirt.
A bling bling shirt. Check out. We do have a bling bling. We've got a couple of women's shirts. Lorena. Huh?
Blink, like blink.
Oh,
if you're
blink, blink. I thought she said bling bling.
A bling.
We could do a blink blink, maybe. I mean, it's as long as it's not trademark.
And they say, Adriana Vila says, I need my merch too. Totally agree. Yes.
You do? She's got some. She and I designed a couple. I had some ideas. I showed it to her. She changed some stuff on it, and we've got a rodeo. It's a female shirt. We got a barrel racer shirt.
Yeah, there's a purse we designed.
Right, and I think I put it on a T-shirt too.
Yes, the giddy up motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfucker.
I really thought she was going to say something else.
I said it.
I panicked a little bit.
Question.
Yes.
That was a phone call. We apologize.
Mitchell, we are in the middle of a
He
stream.
knows what we're doing. Mitchell, hang up now. How long does it take to make a straw cowboy hat from start to finish?
That's a Conor question.
I mean, if you walk it through like that, for example, from start to finish, from pulling the body to shaping it out the door for your hat was 5 hours.
Right.
A straw will not be that fast because if you take it from raw form, it has to be pressed. Well, it takes a few minutes. Then it has to be first lacquered or sprayed, then first lacquered, second lacquered. It has dry time in between, at least 2 to 4 hours each one. So even if you're doing just 1 hour or half the time at 2 hours each, that's 4 hours of drying time alone. Has to be after the first lacquer, it goes out, gets the rough edge cut off, gets the wire sewn into the brim around the edge, goes back, gets lacquered a second time, then it gets pressed one more time before it makes its way out on the floor. Then they cut the leather for it, stamp the leather, cut it.
You guys are going to see all that. We took video of all of that process, so that all is coming.
You're looking at probably, I'd say, 6 to 8 hours, I would say.
For a straw. How long does it take for lacquer to dry?
Well, like I said, lacquer, if you do it at 2 hours, it's 2 to 4. If you just cut it as short as it can be at 2 hours, you have 4 hours of drying time. Yeah. So you're looking at least 5 to 6 hours, give or take.
So yes,
roughly.
A straw is going to take a lot longer to make because there's drying time and other colors. This is a natural, so it's a little bit different because it's a natural hat. It's just, it is what it is. It's a little bit faster.
Not as simple as a black,
right?
But not as complicated as a silver belly.
There you go. Okay.
How do you keep your grip from getting all messed up when you're in the car?
You do what we do here. You know, because this is a Dodge, some vehicles, the headrest is part of the seat itself. Fortunately, this truck, I have my headrests turned backwards.
Yes.
I wear a 4.5-inch brim, which is what I'm wearing right now. I can lean.
He's leaning all the way back. Here, actually.
I can lean back to where it's actually uncomfortable to drive before my hat actually touches my seat. I have full,
sit where you're normally sitting.
where I normally sits right here, and I have full range of motion.
He's got about that much distance between his hat and headrest. Now in my vehicle, I'll either use a hat carrier, not carrier. It's from
the seat back one.
The seat back one. So Mark Christopher collection, and it kind of hangs on the back of the seat. And you guys are going to see a video of that coming. If I want to wear it, I will put it back like this, so that it sits kind of like down the back of my head, and there's usually no issue with that. Then, you know, you have this height to deal with sometimes. But
fortunately in this truck we don't have to.
Also, higher X hats, they don't get
Wonky.
They don't get wonky as easily either.
You have to really beat on them to get it that way. And this, for example, I mean, you see the way I wear this one.
Yeah. Conor wears the crap out of his hat.
As you should.
Man, this thing, I'm wearing this. I've actually got a counter going on this hat. I've just got a little notepad on my phone, and I say, okay, I wore it this day, and I put roughly how many hours I wore it, because I just kind of want to see and show you guys, if I wear this hat every day till the end of the year, we'll see how many hours we put on it, and you know, kind of how it looks after that amount of time. I am 100% confident this hat's going to look just as good. I got a silver belly that I've worn for 2 years. There's a hog on the side of the road. I did bring a gun, but I wish I brought rifle. Anyway.
What is it you tell me? Distracted, huh?
There was a hog
Rein it in.
on the side of the road.
Rein it in. Isn't that what you told me?
Hog. You missed it.
Oh,
She doesn't see animals much.
she's staring at the comments.
I know she
she's
is.
producing.
If I see another one, I will let you know.
Cowboy Cartel logo hat hanger.
Hey, let's talk to Mark Christopher, see if we can get some logos put on them.
That'd be cool.
They watch the stream a lot of times, so Christopher, if you're watching, we need a Cowboy Cartel hat hanger with a logo
from
on it.
Minnesota.
Paul
Holland.
Paul from Minnesota, welcome. Thanks for being here, buddy. What was I talking about, Conor, before the hog? Conor doesn't know.
How about a felt?
A
From
felt.
start to finish, how long does it take?
You can do it. Well,
We did it in 5 hours. That video's coming. We did it in 5 hours last week. That video's coming. That does. I don't know if that includes the shaping or not.
Well, shaping, that depends.
Yeah.
That depends on whether you get it open flat, take it to somebody, and somebody else shapes it. If it's shaped at the factory, that's a big variable.
Yeah. So I mean, but look, it's about 40 man hours in every hat. American did it really quickly because they put all hands on deck. They worked through lunch and they rushed it through. You guys are going to get to see some cool stuff though, because we talked with Cody Bates throughout this whole process. You get to see Christian, who is a master hat finisher. What's his job title? The master hatter.
I don't remember what his exact job
Mitch,
is.
our buddy Mitch, who we know and love, and he's done a lot of my hats. You get to see Mitch, and we talked to Mitch in the video. So a lot of cool stuff coming with this video. I think you guys are going to really like it. There's nothing else like it out there. We went as deep and in-depth as we possibly could on it, so I'm really excited about it.
Random side quest.
Yeah.
For what it's worth to those who care at all, since we are in the truck, random thought. I'm getting a whole 14.9 miles to the gallon at the moment.
Jesus.
What were you getting when you followed me last time? What were you getting in your car?
38.
Yeah, and you know what I was getting at the time? 7 point something.
7 point something. Yeah.
So I'm considering this a significant improvement at 14.9. A little rough though.
It is rough. It's not as bad now as it was when we left Fort Worth.
We're on 45. The road's pretty good for the most part.
Road's pretty good. When we left Fort Worth, it was bumpy, and
He was crying.
I was rethinking my decision to ride with Conor. I thought we could get some good content and talk to you guys, and
And we are.
we miss you guys. We don't like to miss a stream.
We're creatures of habit.
Yeah, as nerve-wracking as it is to do a full production video every Sunday, this is kind of nice. But it's a little different, a little easier.
If this is the kind of stuff that y'all would watch, then yeah, we could do more.
We could
of
do
it.
more of these for sure.
Beaver
And we
nugget giveaway.
what?
Beaver nugget giveaway tonight.
Beaver nugget giveaway. Okay, we might give away beaver nuggets, but it would only be to somebody who doesn't have a Buc-ee's near them.
Here's a challenge. People were asking which buggies we're going to. Let's see if somebody shows up.
Oh yeah.
That'd be cool.
The
The chances are slim to none.
No, I expected somebody to show up actually when that question was asked.
Well, how far out are we? Let's.
I don't know. My phone's right there. I can't look.
Well, I'm not supposed to touch mine. I'm driving.
John, I'm trying, John. I'm trying.
What? Keeping us in line?
Yes.
Here,
Technically, I am in line. I am between the lines, so I am in line.
Are you listening? Well, I've got you on camera now, Lorena. Are you listening? Well, she's monitoring. She doesn't have her headphones, I guess.
Oh, she did earlier.
What I miss?
She's not even paying attention to me live.
I'm working
She's working.
She's not paying attention to you live. She's paying attention to you on the phone. So
Yeah,
give it like 7 seconds for lag.
That should be my t-shirt. I'm working here.
Yes, that is.
Can't work under these conditions.
So anybody who watches our Wednesday live stream for members only, not this week, but next week it'll be really different. You guys are going to see how that's different. This week it's going to be different too, because Conor and I are going to do it at the hotel while we're doing the hat shaping school. So we'll do it at lunch. So if you're a member of Cowboy Cartel YouTube or the Facebook, you guys don't forget to kind of tune in on Wednesday 12 o'clock Central Time, so noon. Join us for lunch. And we are doing a giveaway on that stream. We told you guys this last week, so don't forget. What else you got? Any more comments or questions, Lorena?
Yes.
Yes. All right.
Very well.
Very well.
Conor, your truck manual or automatic?
This truck is an automatic. Like I said, it is a 2019 3/4 ton Dodge. No, it is not the diesel. It is the 6.4 Hemi.
I told him he should have got a diesel.
I did not have a choice. Don't start with me. You start making some money and I will get the diesel.
We're working on it. We're working on it.
But being as this is a 6.4, it's made it to the 8-speed automatic. So no, it is not a standard. The other truck that I drive regularly, besides this one, is a little gas saver, my little 94 S10, 4 cylinders of Fury, and a 5-speed. Makes a whole, I think, 37 horsepower. So no, this one is a standard. If it was this was an automatic. If this was the diesel, if I had my way, it would be the 6-speed. That is my preference.
Why?
Because for what I would use the truck for, pulling, 6-speed has more power.
If you guys don't know,
And I feel like I have more control.
Conor loves semi-trucks. He keeps trying to get me to buy a semi-truck for
I don't know if they can
Cowboy
see that at
Cartel.
all, but
Probably not.
probably not, no.
So he's all things semi-truck and tractor.
I'm a nerd when it comes to any form of heavy equipment.
Yes.
That was the world I was brought up with. Hey, it's my tism. I get to choose the specialty.
This is a rough ride.
There are. Did you not know there are 4 points on the compass of autism? There's 4 specialties.
That's a different stream, Conor.
Welcome to
Who
ADHD
wants
land.
to?
We don't have a script. We don't have topics.
Yeah, but that's a different stream
Are we
entirely.
These
Are we
are
going
kind
to NASA?
Are we going to NASA? No, but we are going to the hat store. So,
these are the things I think about when I drive. It bounces
I
all
have a
over.
good question.
all right,
Fire
what do you
away.
got? Please
Please put us
help.
back in line.
If you're driving, it's raining, and you need to go outside, do you take your hat with you or leave it in your car?
Personally, I always wear it. I don't care if it's my 20X or my 40 or my 1000. I wear it.
If I know it's going to rain, I will wear probably a 40X or a 200X, just because my 500X Silver Belly, it's going to show
A light color will show rain spots on
rain
it.
spots. My steel, I just don't wear it as often anymore.
Oh, and then for me, I wear mine, but at the same time, with what I do for a living, shaping hats, I'm not worried if the shape gets messed up. I have access to really good equipment.
I'm not worried about the shape getting messed up. I'm more worried about
Staining the hat.
staining the hat, and I'm not even so much worried about that. This hat I probably won't wear in the rain for a few months anyway, because I want the buckle.
You're gonna baby that one.
No, I'm not. I want the buckle to keep shiny for a little bit, just because I got some video to do.
I can show you how to shine that buckle up real easy.
Hey, Daniel Hernandez is in there.
Daniel, hey,
What's
how
up,
you doing,
buddy?
We're headed to our second school here. So Daniel was in our San Marcos in-person hat shaping school.
He says, good luck with the second class. I hope someone asks more questions than I did to Conor.
I don't know if that's possible, Daniel. I really don't know if that's possible.
Shut up, Conor.
Clay Evans, will a Tuscan show rain?
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Yes. Anything other than, I mean, a black hat will show rain.
My chocolate will show rain.
All
rain
colors
spots.
will. All colors will. Even my blacks will show rain spots. My steel,
I have an opinion on why they show rain spots, and I think it's because all of the little itty bitty tiny microscopic dust from sanding is a protective layer on that hat, if you will, and when the water hits it, it washes that dust away and it leaves it actually a clean spot.
Like, think of a dusty vehicle. A vehicle
Yeah.
can have a thin layer of dust on it, still look really clean, but when it rains or it gets wet,
Right.
it
So
shows and looks way worse than it did just being dusty.
that's my opinion on that. I could be completely wrong, but the more you wear the hat and the less, it's got that kind of protective dust layer from the factory on it, the more it gets used, the more worn it is, the less you're going to see dust spots. My black hat is my rain hat. I've worn every one of them in the rain, except for my Silver Belly.
For obvious reasons.
Right. The Evergreen has never shown rain spots. My 200X chocolate has. It's real easy to take them off though with a sponge.
It doesn't take much. You don't have to worry too much about the rain.
Yeah, I don't worry about it. Like I said, except for this one, because I'm not done doing videos with it yet. We're just gonna try to keep it as pretty and shiny. If you guys haven't seen the buckle set on this, I posted it on Instagram yesterday, and I think I posted it on YouTube for our a post there.
But at the same time, if it's a heavy downpour, if it's coming a flood out there, I probably just leave it in the truck.
Yeah.
But if it's just a normal rain, I'm not going to worry about it.
I mean, I guess.
I just don't want to deal with having to let the hat dry.
If I know there's rain, I probably wear my black, which I don't have my black right now. It is at the factory. You guys are going to get to see that because it's going to come back completely different. So we're going to be doing a full kind of a refurb on that black hat when it gets back. We're going to take it somewhere and have it shaped. So where do you guys think we should get that one shaped? Let me know in the comments, because new video coming with that.
Please don't make me do it. Please don't make me do it.
It's not going to be Conor. It's not going to be Conor.
Thank you.
Drive, monkey, drive.
Drive, monkey, drive. Yes, you had a question.
I got two questions.
All right, what do you got?
How many hats do you have, and what are your top 3 felt hat colors?
What do I got? Six felts, and my top 3. Right now, it's natural. This is my new favorite. Chocolate and evergreen. So
I agree with
natural,
two of
evergreen,
those.
then chocolate. What, you don't like the natural?
No, I agree with the natural.
Okay.
For mine's gonna be, I'm gonna have the chocolate and the natural. I'm gonna agree
Hang
with
on.
that.
Hang on.
Sorry, we're changing positions.
Yep.
Hit your button.
Yep.
I'll agree with the chocolate and the natural because I have, my 20X chocolate. I wear that thing constantly. It's starting to look a little rough. And then I have a 40X natural as well that I got from my brother's wedding, and it has my name in it, things like that. But
I forgot you had a natural. You never wear it. You're always wearing a 1000X.
Actually, it's still in the trailer where I left it.
Huh.
I haven't brought it out. I'm not worried about it because I can reshape it. But I will agree on the chocolate and the natural. But it's a toss-up between black and steel because I have that steel. You never see me wear it.
No.
Because that's more of a sentimental hat. It's the entire bottom of the brim is autographed by one of my favorite bands from the 90s. And then it's got, on the back side of it is covered in old hat pins from my granddad. So
Who's the band?
it's an old country band called Restless Heart. And it was actually the last concert I went to with my dad.
Okay.
That was one of his favorite songs of all time was recorded by that band. And so they played a show in Buc-ee. We went, and I got to watch my dad light up when they played his song, which was awesome.
All right.
So I got them to sign that hat, and I haven't worn it too much since, just because it's like, I want to keep that hat nice. If I had a shadow box, I'd hang it. That'd be really cool to do, put it on display or something. But once again, that's kind of a just for me thing.
Did you know there's a documentary coming out called Cowboy Cartel?
I do. Made my eye twitch. And then I thought, you know what? Maybe it's going to drive more people to us.
Am I searching the wrong thing?
Yeah, well, I mean, they could be searching Cowboy Cartel and they could find us. So, it's fine as long as
There's nothing negative.
Yeah.
I don't want negative feedback.
This Cowboy Cartel started out just as a way for me to separate myself from my personal Facebook. I was getting too many personal requests, and my personal Facebook is just for family. I never used it really. We did some travel stuff. Well, yeah, but at the time it was just for family, right?
Yeah, it's family and close friends. I'm thinking about creating or doing something different because
when I started getting
mine's doing
known,
the same thing.
I would get random people request access to me, and that just became too much. So we did Cowboy Cartel. That way you guys have access all the time, and that's how that kind of turned out.
And
But
now you don't even use your personal.
I don't. I never.
You don't have time.
Here's the thing: when you do social media all day long, every day of the week for work, the last thing you want to do is personal social media. My personal Instagram I haven't posted to in years. My personal Facebook I never look at it. I don't even know what the last thing I posted was. It's probably a couple of years old.
Well, I mean, my personal Instagram is the same way. I don't use it. I'm horrible about it.
So when I was traveling, I traveled all over the world for years for work, and my personal Instagram was a lot of travel stuff. So
Question.
yeah.
Manny Castro.
Hey Manny.
Where do you recommend getting a hat shaped in California?
Daniel Hernandez. Put your information out there. Daniel has taken our hat shaping school. I believe he's in North California, up by not Sacramento.
I don't remember.
Daniel, where are you from? I forget. It's
It's your time to represent,
San
Daniel.
Francisco area. I think it's North Cal.
This is your time to represent.
Yes. So Daniel has taken our in-person hat shaping class.
It did really well.
He did very well.
San
And
Jose, California.
there you go. And Daniel's been posting on Instagram, DH Hats, I think something like that.
Hat
Daniel,
shaping or something.
we're gonna plug you, buddy. Put your stuff in there. They can follow you. He's
Absolutely.
been posting hats, a lot of this stuff that he's doing, and it's fantastic.
He still reaches out and asks questions too.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
He's come a long way. His hat shaping is
In a short amount of time.
on point. His stuff's on point. So
Absolutely.
Daniel is a huge success story for our hat shaping school, and he's a great guy too. So we really appreciate him. Daniel, hook this guy up with a shape, man. else
you
you
guys
got?
teamed up with other YouTube channels there in Texas?
There's not a lot of people.
Video with Smack Daddies.
We did a. Yeah, don't hit that guy.
I'm not gonna hit him.
We did a. What did we do? We did a podcast with Smack Daddies.
You don't
great.
do well in the passengers.
No, I don't. A podcast, and we want to do some more stuff with him. He's quite far away from where we're at, so we've invited him to come up and do a Hot Ones challenge. We've invited him to do some stuff what's on the second channel, where that's going to be. We're going to be populating that second channel. That's going to be outdoor type stuff.
Looking forward to that.
I am
Really.
too. As soon as we get this done and we're back and we've got some time, so really excited about that. Hopefully on the 30th, maybe we can get some videos going with that. I don't know.
What's your favorite hat brand?
I feel like that's a loaded question.
Twister.
For me, it's American Hat, and there's a reason for that. Look, there are a handful of custom hat makers that I would recommend, and only a handful. And if I wasn't wearing an American hat, I would be wearing a custom hat. It would not be another big name brand hat company. And the reason for that is American Hat is a family-owned company. They make a fantastic hat in the way that a custom hat maker makes a hat. So it's a lot different than a lot of the production hats that you see out there.
I'll agree. I'll second
I
that.
have a question for you though. If you guys had to pick between a felt Stetson or a Rodeo King, which one would you guys go with?
Rodeo King all day
From the
long.
Rodeo King.
Alright.
I shape them.
Speed check reported ahead on I-45 South.
So Rodeo King, you can get open and flat, and
Easily, very easily. That's the thing is, you can get Stetson open and flat. They're just very hard to come by. So,
camera angle, but
I mean, if you look at it from a quality standpoint, yes, Stetson has the bigger name, absolutely, because they've been around for 100 some odd years. But availability-wise, I'd say Rodeo King. And I mean, I shape all these different brands day in, day out, all day long, and as of late, I'm getting to be very impressed with Rodeo King. They're doing really well. They're a very popular hat.
I've had a Stetson open and flat, and I've had it shaped. It was a 7X. The price on it 4 years ago was a Stetson open and flat 7X 4 years ago was $450 out the door, right about. So even then, an open and flat Stetson was more expensive than American. So it was an okay hat. It was a 7X. I don't wear 7X
Quality snob.
anymore. And, you know, I've had a couple. I didn't. It was all right. It was an all right hat.
Personally, I would say I would stick with my guns on that one. I'd say Rodeo King.
Rodeo King.
Of the two.
I've never owned a Rodeo King. I've shaped a ton of them. I think they shape better than, you know, your boxed Stetson. Anything is gonna, you know, that's open and flat is gonna shape better than a pre-shaped hat.
I will say I've never had the privilege to shape an open and flat Stetson. That might honestly, from my standpoint as a hat shaper, that might change my opinion. That might change my mind. But
Let's go
so
get one.
far,
You want to get one and do it?
if you're buying, yeah.
We'll get somebody to pay for it.
Can we get somebody to pay for fuel too?
Texas legend. Joe being the passenger princess cracks me up.
He doesn't do well in the passenger seat. He really doesn't. Oh my lord. It's stay in your stay in your.
Yes.
He does not do well.
Yeah, I'm used to driving. Like I said, I've traveled.
Just set, you hold the wheel.
I've traveled. I'm not even looking at you, Conor. I've traveled for work since 2007, and a lot of that was regional, and then it went to international, and then it went back to regional for a little bit. So I'm done. I'm done traveling. I'm done driving. I hate it.
Apparently, he hates riding.
I'm just burned out on it. I want to travel for fun for me if I go somewhere. So
That's the whole
Yeah.
reason I bought the camper that I've got, is so I can travel and do things. And
we are planning a trip to either North New Mexico or Colorado. She's got to see snow this year. She's first snow she ever saw was in Switzerland in June.
this year?
No,
2019.
it was 2019. It was 2019. It's the hottest summer on record for like 50 years in Europe, and that was the only snow she saw. It was on the top of a mountain in Switzerland, and it was nasty.
I mean, I've experienced snow in Texas before,
Yeah.
which is kind of just slush and ice, basically.
Well, that was the first snow she'd ever seen in her entire life, right?
The first snow I experienced that was actual snow, what everybody pictures snow as, was this year when I went to Michigan in February.
Okay.
We were setting up for that event, and it was kind of snowing very lightly when we pulled in, but within 20 minutes of getting there, the gentleman I was there with, Howell Western in Howell, Michigan.
I feel like this is gonna be a long story. I'm
Not
gonna
really, it's not all that long. He kind of, well, maybe with the ADHD it will, because, side quests. But within 15-20 minutes of getting there, he was on the phone, but he comes back to the booth where I'm at and says, "Come here, you're gonna want to see this." And he recorded a video of me looking at the snow and then going outside and actually getting in the snow. And he saw me pick it up and kind of make a snowball, and he said, "Don't do it, don't throw it at me." I said, "Okay, I won't." But I guess he saw the look in my eye, maybe. And then he finally kind of said, "Okay, fine. So I'm not going to throw it at you." I threw it at a wall, and I'm sorry, I'm used to Texas snow and ice, so I packed it like you would in Texas, where you pack it for 3 minutes before you throw it. And that kind of threw him off a little bit, I'll say.
So you made an ice bowl.
I made an ice ball the way you make them in Texas.
I'm dying to see snow.
That was the first time I'd ever got
You
to
saw
see.
snow in Amarillo, on the way to Amarillo last year. This year.
That's different though.
Not a lot.
It's different when you experience
Yes.
the snow you see in movies.
Yes.
Well, the
Okay.
romanticized version of snow.
Exactly.
That's
That was-
completely different than
That's
what we
what I
get
get to
here.
see.
Especially in an area that commonly gets snow, like
That was-
Michigan.
That was a lot of snow in Amarillo this year.
You get panicked down here when it snows because no one knows how to drive, period, much less in snow.
The ice does that too.
Got it.
And no one
Yeah,
knows how
what
to
do you got?
Why do grizzlies feel so stiff for only being 20x?
That's a Conor question. It's a different body.
It's a different body, it's a different kind of material. I actually had a Mexican-made grizzly come in today.
Really?
It was like a short-haired grizzly. It was 100% rabbit. So it was extremely soft. And I mean, don't get me wrong, it felt soft to the touch, but the body itself was very, very soft because they wanted me to do swirls on it.
Right.
And it took a while on that hat because of being short hair. You can't just knock out swirls really fast. It took a while. I probably spent an hour on that hat.
We did a swirl video for the hat shaping school last week. I don't think it was great. We may have to revisit that and use your trick with the drill, and then.
And I've got a drill right there. When
Right.
somebody brings in a grizzly while we're here in Houston, I can do it.
Hey, there you
Well,
go.
we don't have the other stuff with us that I need.
No, we didn't bring a lot of stuff.
Good, so nobody has to watch me light my face on fire again. That's awesome.
Nikki Manning says, snow falls straight down in Idaho, sideways in Nebraska.
Interesting.
I want to see that.
So, well, the plan is to go to either North New Mexico or Southern Colorado this year for
Colorado.
the winter. Shut up, Connor.
You say it funny.
You say everything funny.
I speak cornbread. Most people understand cornbread.
No, they don't.
Manny Castro,
Yes.
what do you recommend to purchase in American hat looking to get it shaped Wyatt Herb style?
So I always recommend a 40X if it's not your first hat, because it'll last you forever. If you're new to hats,
7X.
7X, because you might not get the right fit. It might take you a while to get the right shape, and it's not going to be your last hat. It's going to be your first hat, right? So
Well, and it goes back to
you want to spend some time in a hat, get to know your shape, get to know your hat before you go up to that, high X factor.
And it goes back to, what are you going to wear this hat for? Is this just going to be your going out hat? If it's just a going out hat, don't buy anything higher than a 7X.
Wide Herb style, I'm sure it's a going out hat or a,
But if it's going to be a hat you work in, you don't want the higher quality. It's backwards from what you might think.
Yeah.
The common misconception there is, oh, I'm just going to work this hat. I'm not going to buy the expensive one. No, you want the expensive one.
Conor and I wear hats every day. Every time I leave the house, I'm wearing a hat. So we buy the best quality. I don't need the quality that I buy even. I say buy loosely.
I still
Clay Evans says he speaks cornbread.
see.
That's a Georgia cornbread. Yeah. Conor's got the Texas cornbread.
You understood Mitchell?
Yeah.
And Mitchell speaks worse cornbread than I do.
Says you.
When it snows in the north,
Yes.
are cowboys able to wear their cowboy hats and keep their ears warm?
I don't think it's going to keep
It's
your
not
ears
going to keep
warm.
your ears warm.
No.
It's not designed to. It's designed to keep stuff off of you.
No, but they do make earmuffs.
I mean, I have seen some cowboy hats before that have like earmuffs stitched into the band where they fold down.
That's weird.
It's kind of cool. I mean, if I lived in an area like that, I'd look into doing something like that.
I don't know, maybe.
Dude, do I look like I care about my physical image and appearance?
I don't know. It's a different level of cold when you get up into Michigan and northern Indiana. I mean, it gets cold, and I don't know if I'd wear a cowboy hat if it was that cold. You get down to 12 below or something like that, I'm bundling up.
Well, when I was there, they told me to pack warm because it's February in Michigan. I packed my big jacket that I wear down here.
Yeah.
And when I got off the plane up there and they picked me up, they laughed at me. Why? Because my version of a big jacket was their version of basically a glorified sweater. They said, "Oh, you're gonna freeze to death up here," and they weren't wrong.
Yeah.
They weren't wrong at all. I was struggling throughout most of that. Anytime I was outside, it was, hunch up because it was rough.
That happened to me one time I was traveling. I was gone for a month, and I did my research, and I thought the place I was going was going to be moderate, and I was wrong. I packed like a Carhartt insulated sweatshirt, a zip up, and
Where were you going?
I went to China, and I was surprised at how cold it was.
I haven't spent very much time out of the country. I've only been on a couple of cruises, so usually when you go on a cruise, it's optimal summertime kind of weather. So I haven't spent a lot of time outside of the country to learn about other climates. I'd love to, but right now I just haven't had the opportunity.
Well, did you know that on the opposite side of the equator, it's a different season? So winter is winter is
right now it's
our
winter in some
summer.
places.
I was in
Right now it's getting into summer in some places.
Thailand in January. It was 97 degrees and 120% humidity. It was nasty.
So basically it's Houston. Got it.
Yeah.
Take a shower on Monday, Friday. Still not dry.
Yeah.
How much rain can a 40X stand before it starts losing shape? I have
If you
a few
soak-
and I'm
I mean, that's something we need to I want to do.
If you
we
soak
need to take a
anything,
bucket and then pour it in the hat.
if you soak anything, it's going to
It's going to
be
eventually.
soft,
It's going to seep through eventually.
and the weight itself is going to pull that hat down. And when it dries, it might dry a little lower. So I mean, if you soak through anything, that's you could basically hand shape that hat if it was soaking wet. So the lower the X factor,
the lesser it's going to take.
the more it's going to fall apart. These high X hats have a memory, and even if all right, we're coming up on Buc-ee's, guys. So even if you kind of soak those, they want to return to that.
They have that memory.
They have that memory. So Conor's had a hell of a time fixing my 500X silver belly before. He tried and tried, and it just kept trying to go back to where it was. So it was a lot of work getting that.
I have no problem admitting that at all. I mean, so we're 5 miles out. I mean, you can watch hats lose their shape just from sitting.
Yeah.
On a quote unquote lower quality. Like if you have a 7X and you leave it sitting for a long time, you can watch the shape, kind of fall and fade out of it. We deal with that a lot. People come into the store and they're bringing in a hat and say, hey, getting it touched up for felt season, a wedding, event, whatever they have going on. They're bringing us a hat and saying, can you fix this? I'm like, yeah, what's going on with it? Oh, it's been sitting for a while and it lost its shape. Well, there again, I hate saying lower quality because that has such a negative connotation to it. But people will bring these hats in and they don't understand why they don't move. But at the same time, if you wear your hat, it's really not going to move as much as you think. Leaving a hat set, just like a vehicle, if you leave it set and don't touch it, that's one of the worst things you can do for them because they're not getting used. They're not, reacting to the real world. I know that doesn't make a lot of sense, but the hat that you wear reacts to the real world. For example, this 1000X, I wear it every day. I beat this thing. I'm not worried about knocking this hat on something.
But you have the ability.
But I also have the ability to reshape it, but I don't have to.
Right.
I don't have to. When I was wearing this one at the factory, giving tours and stuff, I had no problem demonstrating. Somebody would say, well, what's the difference between that 7 and the 1000 you're wearing? I would take this hat off and physically throw it across the warehouse at the factory. It was kind of fun because you could watch their soul leave their body for a second when they realized what this hat was and what it costs. But I'd pick it up, wipe it off with my hand, not even brush it off, but wipe it off with my hand, put it back on, and it was still perfect. Now, I reshaped it earlier this week just because I wanted to change it up. It had been kind of a little bit, I won't say narrower, but it had been more relaxed out, more open in the back. And I touched the shape up and changed it a little bit to what I normally wear, which is about the same width as it is, but just a little bit tighter on the sides, a little bit tighter in the back. And I fought it for a while. I used a lot of steam on this hat to get it to change to what I wanted it to. And it's not that the hat didn't want to shape, it's just it had that memory. The hat has been this shape for 3 or 4 years. So trying to get it to change, it wasn't the most thrilled about that. And that's something you're going to run into with a higher quality hat versus, say, a 7X. You can leave that shape for a while, but when you go to change it, it's a little more apt and willing to change. What are you laughing at back there?
Conor, does it help having non-opposable monkey thumbs for hat shaping?
It does. Well, some days.
He just looked at his hand. I'm
Shut
sorry,
up.
I moved it too soon. Hey,
Yeah.
I always think of boots and hats as the same thing. So with cowboy boots, you wear them if you have enough pairs. You want to give them a day to relax, put your boot tree in them, and let that moisture come out of the cowboy boot. And I think the same thing with a cowboy hat. Generally, I have enough hats that I can rotate hats. So if I'm home, I won't wear the same hat 2 days in a row. Until now, I'm kind of trying to break this hat in, and I intend to wear this a lot this season. But that's kind of how I operate. Is I'll rotate hats out quite often. How about you, Connor? He's trying to drive. He's thinking.
No, I was ADHD was HDing for a split second. I was like, this math isn't mathing.
He sees Buc-ee's.
No, I'm just looking at how I'm getting there. I don't really ever. I mean, I only switch out between these two, my 1000X and my 20X, which is a significant jump when you get used to doing this and grab a hold of the other one.
Yeah.
Where's the exit?
Probably here, and then you go that way.
Yeah. Turn left.
I got to give directions. I guess I'm the navigator here.
I mean, you are riding passenger. That is kind of your job. But I mean, what was the question again?
Can we show Buc-ee's? Can you guys
If
see
you can
it?
turn the camera around,
Connor's dirty windshield.
And the light.
yeah. The windshield on the inside is clean.
Okay,
The
you guys will
outside
see it
is
soon
dirty.
here.
I'll wipe it off when we
Turn
get
left.
there. I'm working on it.
Turn that off. You don't need.
No.
But yeah, we're gonna stop in here at Buc-ee's and eat, and we'll show you Buc-ee's here real quick before we jump off.
We'll show
here.
all
You
the
got any other
tours.
questions back there, Lorena?
Yes.
All right, you got a lot of
What's
questions.
your favorite Western store in Texas? Mine
Proceed
is
to the
Joey's
route.
Hats. What's yours?
Western
At
store.
the light, turn left.
I'm
onto
turning it off,
North
shut up.
40.
Western store, man. I don't really have a favorite Western store because
They all have their strong suits.
they all have a different feel to them, right? So I go to places and I meet people and I build relationships, and it's not about going and getting stuff anymore. If I wanted a shirt, I'm probably going to go, depending on who it is, right? So if you need an Eli Cattleman, you can just run down to Cavender's. If you want something a little more expensive, like a Stetson or Cinch or something like that, I'm in enough Western stores that I can pick one up pretty easily.
I mean, my go-to, and this is just because I have it near me, my go-to Western stores, I like going to NRS just because they have everything. They carry all the brands that I wear. They carry Cinch
Here.
and things like
Yay,
that.
Buc-ee's! Woodward!
Oops. I'm trying to get my phone out of the holder.
Hang on, let me get turned around where they
Connor's got it.
Good Lord, you are struggling.
Yes.
Cody Cobb is going to be at the hat shipping class tomorrow.
Yes.
Hi, Cody. And
Hi,
he
Cody.
says, get the turkey jerky.
Turkey jerky. You want turkey jerky for there's Buc-ee's if you guys haven't seen Buc-ee's before. So we're gonna go in here and get dinner.
Front row spot for the logo, or for the whatever the sign. That's
So-
what the word is.
I'm probably gonna get brisket. I don't know.
I can feel my butt.
Connor,
Oh.
I got you on camera.
Oh, I didn't know I was on camera.
Say hi, Connor.
Keep going until we tap the sign.
So, Buc-ee's. We're not gonna video inside Buc-ee's, but I'll show you guys. There's Buc-ee's, and we're gonna stop the stream here, and we're gonna go get some lunch, and maybe we'll take some video inside Buc-ee's, and I guess it's dinner, isn't it? And we'll post that maybe to Facebook, Instagram, maybe here. We'll see what we got. I'll let her do her cameraman thing.
What?
So.
Camera woman, we're inclusive here.
What? Hello.
So anyway, guys,
We are stopped.
thanks for joining us. Yeah, we are stopped, obviously. Thanks for joining us tonight.
You need a longer arm.
Yeah, where's your selfie stick, sir?
There you go.
There you go. Guys, thanks for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. It was just kind of an impromptu thing, and we'll be back in studio, which it'll be our same studio
Yes.
next
One
week,
last time.
next Sunday. And don't forget, we'll have information on the 100X giveaway coming next Sunday. So make sure you join us, 8:30 p.m. Central on YouTube and Facebook. Thanks, guys. We'll see you soon.
Catch you guys later. Thank y'all.